So I'm trying to bring it back up and not get killed by this hive spawn at the same time.
So we're
yeah, we're gonna
hope
be coming
Twitch can
we're gonna be coming back up. I can see that it's successfully broadcasting frames. Yeah,
I'm
and
hoping we're not ruining Twitch.
No.
Yeah, we're overloading their traffic with 100 people watching.
Yeah.
We're bringing it's a denial of service attack. We're bringing them down.
Yeah. The most I've ever had is 1,700 concurrent viewers. But there are, you know, it's majority of RTS tournaments that get the just insane traffic. Okay, so Mongo heals me? Is that what you guys are saying? Mongo.
Sorry, I can't see your screen. It's
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to read the description of the abilities that... Oh, it did. It healed me a little bit. Look at that.
You have to hit pause and play on the video for you.
Oh, okay.
Because the stream died.
I understand. Okay, it's loading up again now. Cool. Oh yeah, you also have stims. If you look in your inventory, you'll have some healing kits and stuff you can use.
Oh, health and nano stem.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, I was getting attacked by the little alien as I was... I should probably talk to these people that are up here. I imagine they want to get out. F1 plus X and right click I for inventory. Okay. F1 X I. Alrighty. And yes, thank you for those of you that have pointed out the fact that...
Oh, by the way, yeah,
you do
are you
loot
looting?
in games. Yeah. Hello.
Here it's all about loot. I think you're looking for an item to finish the mission, right?
Yeah. All those bodies have despawned. Now, would they actually despawn if they had a mission item on them, or... I just probably haven't got to it yet. Wow, I crit the heck out of that one.
Like a while back, I think you killed one alien that was just bigger than the other ones, weren't you?
No, I don't think I did.
No? Okay.
No. You know, I actually knew the F1 to F6 trick. One of the few things yeah, there's someone in the agencies let me know. I actually knew that one. As amazing as it may seem.
We were talking yesterday, and there's a lot of stuff that you knew from just knowing your way around all games.
Like camp. You know, you want to log out, it's camp.
Yeah.
Oh, I got credits off of that one. If you don't know camp, well, you're going to sit here for a while like, why doesn't quit work? Dave's like, okay, got to write this down, take notes. Camp to log out.
Yeah.
Actually, I remember when one of the artists started a couple of years ago. He logged into the game, and after a couple of hours when he'd played, he's one of the people that haven't played AO before they started here, right? So so he came to me and he asked me, so how do I log out?
Yeah.
And I think that's really it's a little bit sad. And I think it's something that we can definitely address.
Yeah, we'll have a whole patch that just fixes camp.
You know, that's probably just one of those things that you don't have to fix. You know, not that my 2 cents necessarily is more than just my 2 cents, but I think those one of those things that you could probably hold out to and be like, you know what? Logging out in this game is camp, and that's where we're going to keep it.
I sort of like it.
Yeah, we're keeping it real with /camp.
Yeah. I'm killing more alien vibrator birds. I'm trying. They do have a pretty funny spawn animation there. Yeah, I think that Alt F4 trick works in a lot of MMOs too.
think I'm getting a little bit more delay now. I'm not sure what's up.
In Skype or on the stream?
Yeah, I'm losing out a little bit of your voice in Skype.
Okay.
Let me see if I...
That's really weird because it sounds fine for me, and Fia and I are sitting in the same room.
You know what's really interesting? What's one of the things that's funny about Skype too is that we'll sound okay to each other. The people watching us will sound just fine. There we go. It's always the last thing you kill that has the loot item, right? We'll sound just fine to the people right now, but if you watch this on demand later on, you might hear yourselves on Skype sound lower than me, or your voices will be like vibrating.
Yeah, when I was watching Craig's interview, like some of it was just stuttering.
But we had no idea when we were talking to each other, and the people who were watching, it wasn't like that for them either.
All right, I hear you much better now. I think it's my Bluetooth headset that's acting up a little bit.
How do I get out of here? We've tried. We weren't prepared for this. I'm trying to.
This is completely unscripted, I should say.
What's that? This event or us talking?
Yeah, both.
Oh yeah, but no, definitely. I guess you guys work at the same office as Craig, but I owe Craig a debt of gratitude. He was the first one that took a flyer on me and was like, I'll give this guy a chance, and actually hopped on Skype and was willing to talk about Age of Conan, so had a great time. Told him all about how I pre-purchased the game and played it for a while, and it was great to come back and see all the new stuff they had. And he was like, oh, well, I got this game I used to work on called Anarchy Online, and then he proceeded to talk about that and almost forgot that he worked for Age of Conan at that point. And he definitely has got a real soft spot in his heart for this game.
Yeah, when I started working at Funcom, I started on Age of Conan, and Craig was game director of Anarchy Online, and now kind of he's on Conan and I'm on AO, so it's a pretty funny little switch.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently, I need to read the quest text and not talk to you guys. Okay, so let's see what she's got to say.
Yeah, you should be able to click the trade icon. If you open chat with one of those people and just give him the item. No, if you talk to Craig about AO, like he really loves this game, and he has a lot of history with it, and I think that's really great. And actually, I played a lot of Conan as well, and I worked on it for quite some time, and I really like the combat system. I think that is really, really fun.
Okay, so I just, in order to trade with her, do I just kind of drop the item onto her? Alright, she doesn't seem to have anything worth conversing about, so let's talk to the guy.
Oh, did you see the little trade icon that's down there?
Okay, I found something they have.
Below the window.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Give item. Alrighty. It was kind of clipping my... Look at that! Success. I think. If I stand here long enough, will I teleport out? There we go.
Sweet, you saved them too. Welcome back down to Wayback.
Thank you. I killed things with my giant red sword.
Yeah.
And so now we return to the alien agency handler because we've completed our assignment, and we'll get a reward item. And we got this in town. Do we actually have the one town? Do we have to go back there, or?
Yes. Do you remember yesterday I showed you where the agency was? Is when I gave you that mission. So let's head back to that town.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I started. And I remember that we had this certain transport system that we went through that was kind of like the bluish.
Oh, you're talking about the grid, yes.
Yeah, we went through the
That's not bad.
grid. So I don't.
Do you remember where? Do you remember that what that was?
That was the clan area, wasn't it?
Well, we'll be able to get there from here. So basically, if you don't go into the city,
Oh, don't go
and
to
you
the city,
just go, I guess it's south of the city. It's where the grid terminal is.
South of the city.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay,
actually, where all those people are gathering.
Where it looks like the burger place. No, that's the
no,
mission.
not
That's
the burger
that's the
place.
mission central. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I see all the
Trying
people
to
gathering.
find.
Oh, okay, there we go. I see it. I found it.
Yeah. You saw the Bronto burger stand? Brontos
Yeah.
are another fun thing in AO. There's like, they're huge dinosaurs, and we basically just cultivate them for meat.
Moo. Okay.
Yep. So we want to locate Old Athen,
Old
which
Athens.
is where we started.
I see the. Oh, I see it. Look at there. Man, you got a pretty cool look going on there too, buddy.
So this is one of the biggest cities in the game.
Oh.
It's quite big.
Do you have to learn
You
some of the
have all-
emotes, like I can't cheer or salute the big guy with the crazy looking axe?
Yeah, if you type in /emote and then press tab, you'll get all the emotes in your chat window. You can just pick one.
Emote tab. Oh, there we go. Italian. That's an emote. Italian. Really?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. Alrighty. Now, from here, I kind of remembered the net to get here, but I don't remember where that place where we picked our quest up was. So let's look at the little map. I don't have this map available, apparently. I didn't think it was worth buying.
Yeah, we established yesterday that it's really unfortunate that new players don't have maps, so you have to actually go and buy maps and spend skill. I guess this is really a really old way of games handling this, and I feel new players should have a map and they should be able to locate stuff that is important. So it's something that we plan to change this summer when we release the new startup experience.
Yeah, it's like I think it is a very ancient idea, but it's like you have to put skill into using the GUI, like literally like skill points into using the GUI, and I think that's something that was an interesting experiment, but we don't want the players to have to play the game in order to unlock things that lower the barrier of entry to playing the game, if that makes any sense.
No, it makes sense. I personally kind of like the immersion factor to it. Well, you know, of like having to get a detailed map of an area because, you know, sometimes
it's sort of
you
a
gotta go to
trade-off
the
and
store
stuff.
and get an atlas. You know, you gotta go to the store and buy a map.
No, I agree. I like the idea about it. I think that there's stuff like that we can keep, and stuff like that we can just simplify a little bit. But no, I really like the idea of it.
You should at least get a map to the store in that case.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
No, yeah, I gotcha. Like, here's where you get to go. Here's a money sink. It's called Buy Your Maps. Oh. So, I don't think that I'm in the right place.
Oh, I think you've been entering a little dungeon in the city.
Oh.
we have this system where you can go to a terminal and basically buy a little mission, and the mission will be random generated, and you can choose yourself the difficulty and the reward for that mission, which is pretty cool. And then you just go to wherever it's located in the world, and some of them are actually in the cities.
Yeah, I just crept up behind this and experienced a level 5 static dungeon. And I touched him like Spock and he just fell down.
Yeah.
Fresh dealer.
If you do this mission, you would want to find one that's better for your level so you can get the rewards you want.
No, that's okay. Alright, so let's actually try and find where I'm supposed to go turn this quest in, because that, you know, is probably what people would really like to do, is turn their quest in. And yeah, Remy, it's a different game that I was thinking of that I'll tell you about later, about the whole map system, which I thought was interesting. And man, it got kind of painful at times. Alright, so I want to return to the alien agency handler. I don't have a map for this area. I see Wailing Wastes. People are telling me to go north, but I'm trying to figure out, you know, if you guys weren't here to show me, which is nice, I appreciate it, how I would find this on my own other than like knocking on every door along the way.
Yeah, that's why I don't really want to say anything. There's signs placed out in the cities, and if you click the sign, you sort of get an indicator of where you're supposed to go. Like advertisement for the agency buildings.
Yeah, clan agency. Is that where... This is the alien agency.
Well, it's the same agency, it's just different handlers giving you different missions.
Okay.
So, we just want to locate the agency building and then go from there.
Clan mission agency. There we go. There's somebody with my sword. This looks familiar.
This is where we made your character, basically.
Yes.
Where you started, yeah.
That's why I was like, this looks familiar. Now I got to... Now see, I have a map for in here. That's interesting. Let's see, the alien handler. Does it say their name? Let's see. I think I just got a new mission. Not necessarily what I wanted to happen, but okay.
I think you like it. This is the normal handler.
Okay.
Yeah. You'd like to talk to the alien specific guy, and you know this because that rooms is a lot more alien looking. They collected a lot of stuff.
Okay, I see. And it says alien. All right, there we go. Alien agency handler. It's like a half-naked demon over there.
Yeah. Someone's pet. Mr. Fred.
Mission complete. Aye, sir.
We're currently in the alien room. There's a normal room that just gives you solo style missions, like the one we did. The first mission we did is sort of, you can do it with a team, but it's something you get as just an individual player. But we also have in the back room, there's something called elite missions, which is for team, and they're balanced, like they're a lot harder to do.
Okay.
And those you can actually share with your team. Did you manage to get your reward and land the mission?
Yes, I got 77,220 new alien experience points. I received an item to the mission reward. I don't know what my item was though. Let's see.
Oh, you only get a huge XP reward. Basically, you get a whole level. Depending on, I think you might have customized your character to gain a lot of research. So you might not get as much XP, which is basically just a way to add power to your character.
Yeah, there's a bunch of parallel advancement systems in AO. and there's sort of historical reasons for this, right? Because there's different expansions. I mean, it's a 10-year-old or almost 11-year-old game, so there's a bunch of these different, alternate advancement paths, let's say. And one of the things we're looking at doing with the systems changes is kind of streamlining and kind of like, because the problem with adding systems on top of systems in mechanics terms is that things can kind of get out of hand balance-wise. So one of the things that we're looking at with the systems changes is kind of unifying things a bit in terms of like making it not feel like a bunch of different competing systems. And it's something that's pretty exciting, and I think everyone on the team is excited about that.
So.
Oh, you found the item shop.
Yes, I was laughing about the Happy Panda items. Okay, so I have a question. The in-game sound, I know like to adjust my graphics, I had to do that from out of game. The in-game sound, is there a way to actually turn that down? Or do I have to
Absolutely.
do that out of game as well?
The options are available to you at F10, and you'll be able
That's
to change
right.
pretty much everything with the QA and the sound room.
Yeah.
The only thing you can't currently change is the resolution. That needs to be done before you start the game.
Okay. I don't know what happened, but the music in this room is so much higher than anything else I've encountered so far in the game. Like, it's twice as loud. So, let's see. And this is the clan mission handlers. Actually, writing it down.
So should we head out and take a look at the randomly generated mission systems that we have?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think it's pretty cool, because how it works is that you can choose if you want to do a team or a solo mission.
Okay.
If you do a solo mission and you're having troubles or you want a friend to join, you can just duplicate the key with a tool in game and hand the key to your friend, and both of you can go into the same instance, which I think is really cool.
Was I supposed to pick up this quest? Because I didn't.
No, that's not necessary.
Okay.
I think I found you again. All right. So try to find a mission terminal. They should be available sort of all across cities. Actually, someone just pointed out that since we're neutrals, we should go to a neutral city.
Okay.
But I think you'll be able to pick one from any city. I'm just gonna have to try it. 'Cause I think I've done that before.
Oh, I've seen the mission terminals before. They got the little blue M's on them.
Oh no, I'm wrong. You have to pick actually a neutral city. So let's head to.
Let's head back to the net and leave old Athens.
All right. Yes. Do you remember where it was?
No, but I bet I can follow the swarm. Alrighty. The swarm didn't go where I thought they would. Okay, so I started spinning.
Are you close to the Wumpa system? I think I see you.
Down here found some more mission terminals.
Do you see the big Wumpa, which is the doors you go into the zone? There's have huge signs on them saying Bliss and
Yes, tier. Yep, see it.
Yeah. Go to tier. And from tier you head to Newland, which is a neutral city. And just to show you another neutral city from Newland, whenever you get there, you can head to the next one called Borealis.
Sorry, I see ICC, Varmint Woods. Which one did you say to take, the Borealis?
Yeah, can you see that one? Oh, did you go through the tier 1 yet?
Yeah, I went to the tier 1. And
Okay, let's go to ICC is the
okay.
one. ICC is sort of the neutral, I want to call it hub because it connects all 3 factions. So from there you can go to any faction city. So you want to go to ICC and then to something called Newland.
Yep, found it.
Which is where we started this session. You should try the zone pretty quickly when you're in tier because it can be a bit dangerous in there for neutral characters.
I'm in Newland. Or I went from ICC to... And then the Borealis, you said?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We have a lot of story stuff in AO where, like, for example, Borealis have Omnitech guards, even though it's a neutral city, because they've been sort of occupied by the company, right? So clan players have problems being in there; they get attacked by guards, and the same thing is in tier. Neutrals aren't really welcome because of political stuff. So it's quite interesting that the politics in the game changes.
Alrighty, it's veteran, male. I'm trying to find a mission terminal. Nope, not over here. None that I saw. Kind of backtracking my way. Oh, I do have a map for this area at least. So this is an entirely neutral city, so I don't have to worry about random people trying to get me. Alright. Now these mission terminals. Now those are market research. Here we go. Success. Alright, request missions.
Oh, I think you're looking at the global market search terminals, which is basically the trade system of our game.
No, I'm in the mission central.
Oh, sorry, there was a delay in the streaming. I see you now. Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, you can't watch the stream because the stream is about 10 seconds behind us.
Yeah, I understand now.
Yeah.
I've been watching the stream too much.
Yeah,
so you can pick between a team mission and a solo mission, and team missions are just bigger. Solo missions are like balanced for one person, but you can share solo missions as well.
Let's see. Is there a specific way the icon looks when it changes between team and solo?
No, there's 2 terminals. One is called the Teams terminal, and one is called Individual terminal.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Team mission terminal. Next time I need to spend a little bit more time on my UI because I got some of the text, the description text, like randomly floating out in La La Land. It's like, oh, hey, that helps. Okay. So we got a team mission here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you accept it?
Yes, I did. I'm gonna upload it to the map. It's called.
And you can do update team members as well, and then I'll get the same mission as you.
Update team members. It's several possibilities.
I think you have 3 people in your team.
So really, these missions are just going to provide you with a key, and the key will lead you into a door. And the door will be randomly located, so if you upload it to your map, you will be able to see where the mission is. And sometimes you have to travel quite far to get there, but if you pick the mission with the reward that you want, then it's definitely worth it. Would you like to head to the Shadowlands and just take a little look?
Okay.
I haven't been there at all. It's just this whole different world, basically, that's called the Shadowlands, and which is expansion content. And the players.
Okay, I went to the west, everybody, so I'm turn around and behind you.
Oh, there you are. There's the door to Shadowlands goes through a place called Job, which is sort of a research facility. And the story behind Shadowlands is that researchers found another dimension in the world, and they open up this big rift or door or portal or whatever you want to call it into this dimension, so players can travel there and do missions and quests and all sorts of content in there. So we have the door right behind us, and it has a sign on it called Job.
Going through it now.
And Shadowlands works a little bit differently, so you're, for example, not allowed to fly in here.
Okay. Are we not allowed to mount at all, or just our mounts are stick to the ground, or?
You're allowed to. You can use vehicles that travels on the ground, like hoverboards, web skates,
okay.
like skateboards and that sort of stuff in the game. Or hovercrafts. So let's see if we can find the harbor. And this content is from way later than launch, which means it's usually a lot more. I'm not sure how to explain it. It's a lot more research heavy, and it has more better textures and
Okay.
looks prettier in all different ways.
Now, is this premium content, or is this free for everybody as well, or?
This is premium content.
Okay. Because I noticed one of our party members could no longer come, so that's why I asked.
Yeah.
And just to let anybody else know that all the stuff that we were doing earlier is free-to-play content, but now the area that we're in is premium content. Do you guys want to go into that a little bit? Your business model with, like obviously there's microtransactions because we looked at the Anarchy Online shop,
Yeah.
but.
Well, we went like a free-to-play hybrid model, and I believe 2004. We looked it up before the show. So yeah, so there's a free model where you can play the game and you can do the RubyCon launch content for free, and there's some subscriber content like Shadowlands, which you're in now, and there's I guess the item shop, which supplements this. Although with the item shop, we've tried to keep it as far away from like paying for power as practical. So there's stuff that's like convenient, but we really don't want to cross that threshold that there's like kind of a dangerous line there that's paying for power. So it's basically, in a nutshell, your free-to-play hybrid model.
So someone was saying that the alien mission that I did was actually premium content as well. My question is,
I was just touching that. The daily missions are free to play except for the alien ones, because alien levels, or alien titles really, can only be gained by subscribers.
Okay.
And we've been adding a lot of content to the free to play classic AO as well during the years.
Right. Is there anything that you wanted to show us off in here, Fiat, other than there's the abominable snowman that I'm going to try and kill, Guardian of the Week?
Mainly, I just wanted to have a look at the different visual direction, basically, in this world, which I think is a really nice contrast to the really dusty, rusty environment of Rubica. Oh, I think you died.
Yeah, I just got smoked.
Oh, what happened?
I went and attacked the Guardian of the Week, who apparently is not so not so weak.
Yeah.
No, he's there to protect you from monsters and stuff.
His name is misleading.
Yeah. Basically, if you look at the health bars, it's a good indication of the difficulty of the opponents. Like red means really dangerous, gray means really easy, and yellow is the same as yourself.
Apparently, they don't like the fact that I thought it would be funny to attack a Guardian. I don't know. I was just thinking, oh, Guardian of the Week. I thought he was a random mob type character out there. I was like, oh, I'll kill that. Oh, I can't use my stims right now because first aid kits are levels not high enough, so I'm gonna have to go spend some available improvement points in my first aid skills. So now I need to.
You should be able to buff yourself as well. You have I remember I uploaded a first aid buff.
Oh, okay.
First aid buff hotbar. So have a look if you can use that one. I think it looks like a syringe.
Yes, I see that. There we go.
Yeah. You can buff pretty much all the skills.
I was gonna do it old school and actually level myself. I got the noob island as level 50 is what they're telling me. Hooray. Okay, now let's see if I can use my stems. I have res sickness. Let's see, what does that look like? I don't see that in the NCU. Is that somewhere else that I should be looking?
You don't see what?
Someone said I have res sickness, but I'm looking in the NCU.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that the other day. It came up in a meeting that res sickness is something that's not visible to you. So you'll just get a feedback message basically in your chat whenever you feel to do it again.
Oh, okay.
So we were talking about adding like a visual indication of how long res sickness lasts for.
How long does it
So
last
it's probably
for?
gonna. I think it's something like 5 minutes, but I think it depends on what you level as well. And it's basically right now it's just something that's hard coded. So we have no control over it as designers at all. So it's something we are looking into. Well, just putting it as a buff basically, so you can see yourself the res sickness.
Okay. So where did we just get sent back to? Let's
Well,
see.
as a new player, you will get sent back to wherever your character started in the game, and you actually have to bind yourself. It's called insurance. Basically, you buy insurance for your character, and it will save all your experience. So it's really important to save often and save in locations where you want to return when you die.
And Borealis is, and I guess this is what everybody calls Noob Island.
Actually, no, we didn't go to New Island at all. It's basically the current tutorial of the game. I hear some really weird noises. Okay, Noob Island is the current tutorial of the game.
Somebody's messing with their chair and the other person's mic's picking it up.
I was sorry about that.
That's okay.
I was making some noise over here.
Noob Island is where we currently start. It's a sort of tutorial area, and we didn't touch on that at all because we currently are in the process of remaking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we didn't see the point in
no, you're more than right, and that's one of the things that somebody was talking about. They're like, why do we start at 50 and not start at 1? And one of the things that we wanted to do tonight was showcase the mid-level content, that there's just a lot to do. And not just at the beginning, because they're getting ready to, with the new engine, they're also kind of, I guess, simultaneously reworking the new player experience. So why show something that's going to be changing within the next few months?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And we have we have plans with you, just so people know, to go back and play the new player experience on this program when we're done with it.
And I promise that I won't be as noobish that time. But this is for the people that if you haven't got a chance to play Anarchy Online, you'll see that there's tons of systems. It's one of the things that's great about older games. There are so many in-game systems that you just don't have in the newer games, and that's because you've had 10 years to build upon them and improve upon and make better. And for a new game to come out and release, there's just absolutely no way that they could have that much stuff upon release.
Yeah, and it's actually two factors, right? So the first one is that we have 10 years to make stuff, and then the second factor is that I think with older games it's actually easier to add systems in newer games, because there's a lot of expectations in a newer games, like, oh, you need this, you need that, like, there's a certain amount of things that are just like must-have industry standards, which I think eats up a lot of the resources of the team. And the things are generally more costly to do because of the new technologies. So like I kind of joke that, like, you know, in 10 years, you know, an MMOs will basically be like an empty box, because we're kind of on this trajectory where, like, you know, you pay more to get less.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's changing. I certainly hope it's changing, but I can see a lot of demand in these more complex systems with that are going back to how MMOs used to be.
You know, there's another school of thought out there too that someone talked about the other day, and that a lot of the MMOs are becoming shareware, and it's, you know, you're creating a game and hoping that someone's gonna pay to play it and basically give you donations to continue to make your game when, you know, with all these free-to-play ones that they're having. But a lot of people are getting hung up on the fact that they're trying to chase the single-player experience in a multiplayer game, and it's and they're starting to lose all the social aspects and just focus on the me's, and, you know, not the, hey, we need to get a group together and go do this. So it's like you're missing the whole point of why people play MMOs to begin with.
I kind of had an epiphany about the same thing, and it was it wasn't this winter, but it was last winter when I was getting into single player games. Like, again, so my history is that you know, after Ultima Online, I was pretty much stuck on nothing but MMOs for like 6-7 years. And then after that, I kind of went back and was on this small single-player RPG kick, and I realized that, like, modern MMOs are basically single-player games with a chat lobby, and it's like, why would I play this if I can play a single-player RPG that is infinitely better at being a single-player RPG than an MMORPG?
Yeah, because it's going to have
being a single-player RPG.
Because you can
actually change the world.
Yeah, and
like
it's
when
going to
you
have.
play a single-player.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
You can go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So when you're playing a single-player RPG, like, the allure of it is that, you know, you can change the world, right? Because the game is living on your hard drive. You know, you talk to a quest NPC, you come back, you know, 10 levels later, he remembers what you did. Like, there's like branching quest chains. You know, you come back and you can have a building that you've blown up, and it like impacts the game world and impacts the ending, et cetera, et cetera. And that stuff just doesn't exist in an MMORPG. So what you're paying for in a massively multiplayer game is you can't have that stuff. But what you can have is you can have really elaborate, you know, group interaction and player-player interaction, and kind of these, like, you know, dynamic systems where it's not the designer that's making it interesting, it's the other players that are making it interesting. So, like, this kind of, and I completely agree with you, it's like a genre-wide move to these single-player experiences. I think, you know, the point where they're going to start really competing with actual single-player RPGs is going to be a huge wake-up call to, or I hope it's going to be a huge wake-up call to basically the industry in general.
Yeah. What I was trying to touch upon, it just was going with the fact that the RPG is living on your hard drive, is that people complain about the way games look. Obviously, one of the things you're doing is getting ready to rebuild the engine and upgrading all the assets to run along with that, is that single-player games being released are built, you know, to look as good as possible, and you can run them on your machine at your ultra settings, whereas MMOs, you kind of, even if you're releasing an MMO in 2012, you still can't make it too bleeding edge, because you want to make sure that people that have lower end machines can still run your game. Otherwise, you're going to limit the market you can sell it to.
Yeah, it's also a resource issue, and when I say resource, I mean like actual like game assets, right? Because when you're in a single player RPG, the designer, you know, if your engine can only handle, you know, 20 mobs in the scene at the same time, you don't place out, you know, more than 20 mobs that the player can see in the scene at the same time. That's controlled by the designer. But in an MMO, like, the designer has very little, or let's say very indirect, control over player behavior. So, when you design an MMO, you have to ask yourself, well, what happens if 100 players, all wearing completely different clothing that the engine has to render, runs into the bank all at the same time? So you have to make certain technology compromises to account for hypotheticals that you can directly control in a single-player RPG. And yeah, what that means is that the graphics just can't be as good, and a lot of things just can't be as good because they can't be as controlled, which means you have to account for a lot more variables.
So where should we go to next? I'm trying to see if I got my... No. Oh, yep. Press sickness gone. Fia, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm just typing to one of the volunteers. She's been following us around. I'm typing to her right now and saying that I'm really happy that we have their support here right now.
I just wanted to make sure that we didn't put you to sleep with our...
Oh, absolutely not. I was paying attention to the discussion you guys had. We are, as soon as we have a standalone client we can enter alpha state with for the engine, then I'm really looking forward to start getting some better tests results and see what machines that player currently have and make sure that we can develop the game for the player we currently have and not alienate them in any way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What I guess. So, what players who are listening and they want to know more about the engine, I will say this is that it's not something that we can or should be done in release. It's something that's going to have a very extended testing period where first we have very strong internal tests that are just really just the team really heavily testing it once we get it. And it's what we're working on right now is getting it integrated into our regular build process or moving towards that, because when you develop for the new engine, we have to have things split so we can do parallel development. And now we're at a point where we're ready to start including the new engine stuff and kind of the regular processes that we have for the game itself. And then once we start getting kind of really solid internal versions, then we can open up the scope and do okay, so arcs and volunteers, it's like when you do a normal beta, you start with a very closed group, and then you have successive phases where you open it up. And we're going to have to do the same thing for the new engine. So it's not a matter of being done and shoving it out the door, which is why it's very hard to nail down a time frame, is because as with anything, it's hard to see how much time you need until you get into the early beta periods. Because it could be the case that for whatever random strange reason that the engine has issues with this version of an ATI card when using this version of Windows, and if that represents a non-trivial segment of the player base, it's something we're going to have to focus on. And I guess that's true for any sort of PC software market where it's really the variety of systems that need to be able to play your game is what adds on a lot of time to doing engine work in general.
I'm getting somebody really wants you to know that they like Linux clients.
Oh yeah.
I see it.
They're actually, I don't know, it's light blue chat, so I assume that's a tell. I guess, yeah, I did see them in the chat room earlier, but they found us in game.
Yeah, I see them shouting, support Linux.
Yeah, I don't think that. So, let's go. Let's take our little posse here and let's meander around the world map. Let's look at the planet map. Speaking of which, that Shadowlands that we were just in, did that actually have its own separate world map than we were on, or is that just an extension off this world map somewhere?
No, it has a whole different world map, which
Okay,
is really, really big.
because I had never bothered to look. Let's I'm gonna go in here to character. We are here. I'm gonna zoom, and I'm gonna see if we can find another little player city to go check out. And the closest. Can I zoom in more than what I'm at right now? If not, it looks like the closest player city is just going to be due east of us, over by.
Oh yeah. Let's go fly around Rubica and see if we can get there.
Check it out and yeah, explore the world, because that's one of the, especially when you got player-controlled cities and worlds like this. That's, this is one of the main players of the game, is the world itself. Oh, looks like I hit an invisible wall.
Let me see if I can find you.
I basically headed straight east from the city. And I think I hit an invisible wall.
I actually run into a problem. I run out of batteries on my mouse, it looks like.
Oh, that's why you always keep a spare. Nah, that's corded.
Yeah, I have one. Let me see if I can pull it here.
Yeah, I only use corded mice.
Yeah, actually,
I can't.
Go ahead.
I can't handle the mouse lag when I play games.
And this isn't to be this isn't meant to be a product placement, but I've got a corded mouse, which is okay, and my actual favorite mouse I've ever had has been a wireless mouse. You just got to make sure that I had to leave it docked so it didn't die on me. But Logitech made one really good laser mouse quite a few years ago. They still do, but it was a real good mouse. Didn't have any problems with lag at all.
Yeah, I'm really clumsy, so I have to have the cordless stuff, like cordless headphones and everything. I roll over the cords and I break them all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, my mouse
I
cord's
guess,
nowhere near me, fortunately.
Okay. So, did you manage to locate the next zone to the east?
Yeah, I had to find a tunnel down to the southeast, and I'm thinking this is it said look for green squares. So some of the places that are already vegetated, it's kind of difficult to tell if there is a green square there or not, but it looks like this might be one down here by the river, south of holes in the wall.
I should be able to see you soon. Oh, I think I might. No, that was another player.
Yeah, and to Paperless, yeah, we were looking at the Shadowlands for a second. She just wanted to show it off, and then I died, so then we weren't in Shadowlands anymore. Now we're going to look at some player-developed content.
Yeah, for a person viewing the show, I think it sounds like I have short attention span on it. Let's do this now. Let's do this now.
I'll be open to attack in 42 seconds.
Oh, scary. Watch yourself.
The funny thing is I'm going to go find myself a player-controlled city that is a faction and not neutral, and we're going to end up where we just started from.
Could you explain where you are right now so I can see if
I
I can find
am
you?
south of you at holes in the wall. I actually see you on the world map. So if you look, I know, look at that. Little boy's growing up, figuring out how to get around places.
The apprentice is now the master.
Yeah, no. If you go just south of holes in the wall, there's actually a little lake that's a finger off the river, and that's where I'm at. And we're following this little lake to the that looks like a spring that goes down a hill to the river to this player-made town. Suppression field at 75%, entering Omni toy outpost area. Turn the fog off to see farther.
Ah, you should be able to see the city.
F10. Let's see. Visual. View distance. 100%. Fog and ground. Optimized. Should have been normal. There we go. Oh, the game looks better. I'm seeing a...
Right next to you now.
Look at you.
Isn't it awesome that you can fly around in the world?
Yes, I will.
Okay. This ruins all the other games for me because it's just so awesome to be able to fly around.
I do have one detractor about being able to fly in PvP games, but as far as the fun factor, it's there. The only thing that I find when you start flying is that you limit what could be a tactical choke point because people can now just fly over them. So it kind of takes PvP off of world maps.
You can't actually fly in the PvP specific areas. So that's and also you cannot enter your vehicle while you're in combat.
Well, that's
so
good.
It's, yeah, so it's not a huge problem. And
Let's
someone is pointing out to me that you miss a lot of ground stuff while flying, and I guess that's true.
Let's see it. Can you die if I just dismount right here?
Depending on if there's any monsters around, but I can't see any, so it should be okay.
Oh, so you can just randomly fall. That's cool.
Yeah, there's no fall damage anymore. There used to be, but we disabled that many years ago.
Oh, that's fun. I could do that for a while. So someone's saying something about an Omni City. Is that the ones that that's opposite of the clan city that we were in earlier?
Can you explain that further?
Let me see. Someone's saying something about Pandemonium. Is that a different city?
Oh, Pandemonium. Where did you see that?
Just in the chat room over there.
Take him to Pandemonium. Yeah, Pandemonium is our end game raid zone, really. And we will not survive in there. Just being in there will choke our characters to death with the nasty environment effect that's in there. So, I think we have to save that for another time.
Okay, that's fine. ICC Planet-wide announcement. Keep Non-Ads has been awarded the highest honorary rank for outstanding dedication to the defense of Ruby Kai. So congratulations.
Wow. Yeah, high congratulations to you. Keep Non-Ads. Keep Non-Ads. Yeah. Yeah, that means they've been reaching the highest alien level you can get, or alien title level, which is quite an achievement.
Okay. So, I actually... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to mention that when you get the highest... get to the highest level in the game, like either if it's the alien title level or the normal level, then that is announced like this, so everyone will know, and you usually get a lot of text spam congratulating you, which is pretty cool.
Let's see. I'm going to be one of the people that spam them. There we go.
Yeah, I had to do it, same thing.
Alright, well this is a one-player controlled city, so whoever made this city, let's see what the name of this city is. Can I tell what the name of the city is?
You will notice when you leave the city border and come back, it'll pop up on the screen saying this city is controlled by... So, Shadow Legacy.
Is that what it is? Congratulations to the maker of Shadow Legacy.
Yeah.
You're going to be on demand,
really cool.
and people will see you.
Oh yeah, something's really cool. Do you see the white big tower in the city?
Uh-huh.
The organization that owns the city can actually go to this and disable the cloak, because currently the city is hidden from aliens, and when you disable the cloak, all of a sudden aliens will be able to see you, and they will come here with their big ship, and they will start attacking your city, so you have to defend it. And
okay.
if you defend it well enough, you'll be able to board their ship and sort of eradicate them.
That's neat. So these things up here, by the way, in the sky, these like little cargo ship kind of looking things, can we actually get to those, or is that just like an effect?
There's currently no way to get to those.
Okay.
It's in the new starting experience that I'm telling you, you're actually going to arrive in one of those ships, so you'll be on board of it when you start.
Look at this. We actually have somebody in the chat room that's never seen Anarchy Online before. That's good. This stream is actually tailor-made for you, believe it or not.
Oh, welcome here. I can see that person. What is this person's name?
Maybe they're joking. They say, I play Sit in Borealis and sometimes do Beast. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, you had our hopes up.
Yeah, I did. Well, I'm sure people will see it. See, there's people
that's a cool mount
telling
right there, too.
What are you looking at?
Just the other mount that's right behind me. There's the red one.
Yeah, we have tens of 20, 30 mounts. We have a lot of cool ones.
I'm noticing that I've got a accordion train, so I assume they have me on follow. PvP grace period has ended. Hopefully nobody decides this would be a great time to attack me.
Don't say that, then they will.
Oh, I know. Actually, here, I guess I found another wall. Not that that's a bad thing. I just got to figure out how to get around it. Hit P. You lost us. I'm running into the wall. That hole's in the wall in the far south, or far west. It's like a ridge.
Oh, west. I was going the opposite direction. Let's see if I can find you again.
Look at you. People remove walls. Sometimes you can't. So, I guess speaking of PvP, we're neutral. Is there anybody that we could go, I wouldn't say gank, but I mean, is there like a town that, someone's player-controlled city that we can just go say, hey, and start killing random citizens?
There's different arenas, like the whole PvP system in AO is based on safety gas, which is just the area you're in has a percentage of protection, and the lower number you get, the more dangerous. So in 100%, nothing can attack you, and in 75%, you can only attack monsters, and then in 50% or lower, it's open to PvP.
Okay.
And there's different arenas around in the world cities where you can go, and there's a PvP gas, so you can just have some fun with your friends. And there's also mini games, like we have a battle station, which is sort of a mini game where you capture points, and it's a faction versus faction. Neutral isn't really their own faction. They're just they can decide on the fly if they want to join Omnitech or the clans.
Oh.
And we also have open world factional, like the resource land that we went past, which was sort of big towers with effects on them.
Well, what's this right here that we're at?
Oh yeah, we're in one of those right now. So basically people build their towers similar to how they build big cities, and then you kill the towers and try to take the land from the people who owns it.
Oh, so we kill the towers?
Yeah,
yes.
exactly.
So it's like outdoor capturable objectives.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
If you know that from other games.
If you, let me see. So neutrals.
Its gas level's not low enough. I apparently can't attack it.
Yeah, it cycles, so it opens up for attack, and players have to figure out which ones are open at what time and organize the attacks a little bit more than just going around and killing stuff.
Ruby Zero's mad and telling us to get off his lawn.
Is that his?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's worried we'll take his towers from him. So do you want to go to... We can go to the battle station if you want and see if there's any games running. If you want to see some PvP.
Okay. Let's check out some PvP. That's like one of the things we haven't done yet. Speaking of which, Ruby Zero, you can actually... I I meant to delete your message, but apparently I banned you from the chat room earlier. So you can talk again. Just try to you can troll as well. Just keep it to a minimum and don't get personal and start attacking people in the channel, or you'll get banned again, and then I won't unban you. And you'll be the first. I've never had to do it before. That's how popular you guys are, and how devoted your fan base is. Okay, so I have you on.
Well, I was gonna say we have a lot of passionate players, and I mean sometimes it becomes they become almost too passionate, but at the same time it's just reminding some people that like we're on the same side basically.
Yeah.
It usually helps. Yeah.
Don't give him incentive. Okay. Where are you at? Are you here?
I'm trying to head back to the city so we can go to check out the battle station.
Oh,
do I
need to go there with you, or is that something that like you queue us, or I know it's a newer thing.
Yeah,
so.
you'd have to go there as well.
Okay.
So head back to Borealis, I think should be the closest one, or just find a player city and go through a Wumpa. It's called a Wumpa because of the noise that it makes when you zone through it. It sounds like
Oh. So like the old banks, which maybe some people won't know what I'm talking about, but banks used to have pneumatic systems that you'd put like deposits and stuff through, and they'd kind of make that noise.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. When you had like the drive-through bank tellers.
Yeah, really. This is before ATMs, and come on, I'm not that old. it's not like me and Milton Bradley were going to the same bank.
So, shout out if there's any people who are in the range for the level 50 battle station. You are welcome to join us and do some PvP and kill the host for this show and the game director of AO.
There you go. Much more fun than that. Acceleration. Team with me, Greg. I'll grid you. Oh, I'm actually flying back. I've kind of got the planet map mastered. Well, I shouldn't say mastered.
Well, that guy has the evacuation nano that I mentioned before. It's basically you can cast the grid nano on any other player, and they will be directly transported into the grid station that we were in before.
Oh. Well, let's see, if I'd have known what the hell you're talking about, I would have taken it. Now I'm there. Yeah. So, for those of you guys that are just like older MMOs in general, I do this once a week on Wednesdays. It's not just a clever title.
So this is episode 3?
This is actually episode 6.
6?
Yeah, I did, Age of Conan was the first one. I did Eve before that, but I didn't have any devs with me. I did Dark Age of Camelot earlier this month.
Yeah,
I did EverQuest
2.
2. I did EverQuest 1. You don't know what Dark Age of Camelot is?
Oh no, I watched that one.
Oh, you watched that one. I thought you said, what's that one? I'm like, well, I'm not going to hijack your show and talk about that one. But if you've never played Dark Age of Camelot, stick around after this one's over and I'll show you what it's all about. So, and then actually next week is Dungeons & Dragons Online. And then...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Can you fly in that game?
No, you can't fly in that game.
Yeah, you should keep needling the devs if you talk to them. Where's my flying mount?
Get some dragons. Yeah.
Where's my dragon?
I'll totally pay for a dragon though.
Yeah, I am talking to one of the senior designers, but Rob, I can't remember his last name off the top of my head. Gonna put me on the spot. But yeah, we do have somebody from Turbine that's stepped up for that one. So, but again, like I said, Craig was the first one to subject himself to having to talk to me on Skype, so he'll...
Can you head south and you should meet up with me?
Okay.
I'll show you where the Bell Station terminal,
Okay.
sign-up terminal is.
Oh, there you are. Hello. No, that's not you.
No,
that's
not me.
That's another female medic that looks like you.
Look for a red vehicle with flames on it.
Yeah, you're flying. Beast is telling me that that machine actually is the same thing.
Oh, okay. Then you can use that, and we'll meet inside. And let's just hope that we have any more players joining us.
Yeah, actually, he tweeted out a screenshot of his desktop saying I hoard old MMOs, and one of the ones he had on there was DDO, and I replied back. I was like, hey, if you ever want to play, let me know.
Oh, cool.
You can come and play. You don't have to tell anybody who you are. You can just hide out.
Yeah.
Not
Alright,
get mob
let's
seen.
look. We need to find the room that's for our level, which just look at the pictures and follow the diagrams.
Oh. I was just following the entire mob of people. But
That
okay.
works.
I assumed that they're kind of going where I needed to be. And that you're here too, so.
So when you sign up, you have to choose between Clan and Omni. So if you choose Clan, I'll choose Omni, so then we can fight each other.
Okay, so I'm going to choose
Clan.
Clan.
You should, you don't want to heal him?
Do you want me to heal you, or do you want to fight against me?
It's up to you. Oh, hey, I'm in.
Well, what did you pick then? I'm just going to pick a random one. And see
I was Clan, so you can get in. Because you told me to go Clan, so I'm Clan.
Yeah, I thought it would make more sense so we can fill up the queue better.
No, I totally get you, but like half the people on the server decided, like, oh hey, we're queuing. That popped pretty quick.
Yep. We should do this more often.
You know, actually, if you want to try and do some kind of community events once a month or something on a kind of a set schedule, let me know. We can definitely do that.
That sounds really cool.
Not to try and throw you on the spot.
More about it after the show.
Yeah. Not to throw you on the spot with a live audience, but.
Yeah. What sort of community thing?
Well, Theo was saying how this was kind of cool, and I was saying if you guys want to actually try and set up a community event where maybe we do something like this once a month, where we all get in game and do some PvP or just go and do some party missions and whatnot.
I think that sounds really fun. I think we should
we could stream
let's talk more about it after the show. Yeah, definitely. It's I think PvP would be a lot of fun to stream.
I had to leave the group because apparently we were in the same group and we can't attack each other while we're in the same group.
Ah, right.
Somebody's attacking me. This guy's attacking me already. What's up with you, guy?
So the objectives are pretty simple. Just capture the different stations basically, and then the side that captured the most and keeps them wins. So it's sort of point based.
This is weird. Somebody's hitting me, and it's telling me that I can't hit them because we're on the same side of the conflict. Yet they're smashing me. Oh, I was highlighting the wrong person. I died of weapon damage.
Yeah. Stab what you can tap. It's still saying. So you'll notice something really cool in here, which is all of a sudden you can use vehicles. So on your left-hand side of your menu buttons, there's a vehicle tab, and you can try to order one.
Left-hand side of my menu tabs, there's a vehicle.
They just killed me while I was entering my vehicle. Yeah, can you find it?
I'm dead in the decontamination unit.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah, I just died as well. You have to find good timing to enter a vehicle because it takes a little while. And you can also
oh, there you are.
help.
No,
Yeah.
that's not you. Yeah, that's you.
That's me. Put some buffs on you.
I thought we weren't on the same team.
I think we are. I signed up as clan as well.
Okay. Buffed you too. You're like, I don't know how to get out. I thought that. I just assumed that it was time to keep people from just zerging.
Yeah.
Haha. Gonna kill you, dude.
If you type in /LFT looking for team,
Yeah.
we can see if we can invite you to our team.
I'm attacking old Fell Rob here. I got a feeling I'm going down. Yes.
So one thing that we are fixing, and I want to say fixing because really it's sort of an annoyance right now, is that, like you've noticed, we run pretty slow compared to high-level players,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's really cool. I think it's a cool thing to have not a static run speed, so players can actually put skill into improving their run speed. But people run really slow at low levels, so we're planning to increase the run speed for low levels to make sure they run a little bit faster, and that will make it more fun to do PvP as well, I think.
Thank you, Jinshi. I thought I was on a different team as you guys. That's why I left your party. I was like, oh, I gotta leave. Doesn't make any sense if I'm on the same team.
Oh, you're back now.
Yes.
No, I initially signed up as Omni, and then when realizing we had enough players to do this, I changed side. I've mech'd up. I shouldn't have said that into the global the live streaming show, because now people are gonna know that. But waiting for someone to get close so I can kill them.
Oh, I think I've got somebody to kill right here. I'll get you back, Fell Rob. I will get you. You're gonna die to a noob. Just remember that when you go to sleep tonight.
A noob with a big
Is it a
sword.
sombrero?
I got a sword now. Yeah. I'm the border patrol, buddy.
Yeah, the sombrero is really nice addition, I think. That's a lot of character.
Well, someone just died to a noob.
I know. And now they killed me.
Good job.
I know. I'm terrible. So I'm in the spawn point with like enemy teams. That just seems kind of interesting to me.
Well, we have a system so you pick your own spawn location. In that way, you can pick one that's close to your base or pick one that's like close to your objective.
Yeah, I noticed that, Ayata. Thank you. After I was trying to do it, pulverize with a two-handed sword doesn't work too well.
I think they're close to winning this. They have they managed to capture 3 stations already.
Oh, I missed the train. I'm stuck in the spawn point that time.
Can't really tell you my strategy because then all the enemies will hear as well.
No, I understand. I understand. Don't tell me anything. Keep your secrets.
Yeah. I'll protect this guy. He's capping one of the stations right now. Haha. So right now we're on something called the battle station, which is I want to say almost like a space station, and
Yeah.
we can see the planet. Like if you look at the window, you can see the planet below.
The planet map, is that you said? Okay. Well, Rob got his revenge, by the way.
Oh no.
Good job, Rob.
Oh, I think I accidentally left team.
Yes, you did. Somehow, I managed to move this window. There we go. And close it out. Okay. There we go. you need to be reinvited to the team, or did we win? Does it go to 100? Nope.
We're down to
It's
47
still
points
going.
against 102.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's the first one to 420-ish.
Is that all? 420.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
I want to know. I want to know what that game designer was thinking about that day when he said, "I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this PvP match go to 420."
Yeah. It's the more stations you capture, the faster it'll sort of tick. So it's really an advantage to get more.
Oh no, I get it. It's maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was an American thing. I think it's international as far as the.
I think it's just an American thing.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. 420 is like code for stoners. That's why I was like.
Oh, I've never heard about that before.
Yeah. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's an interesting number to pick.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things like that
Yeah.
in
Like-
our history. Yeah.
Like April 20th was just the other day. That's the big, that's not my thing, but
Oh,
pe-
I think
Wait.
I've just understood a joke someone made the other day. That's a little bit sad.
what's this? Tickle me IO. I don't know. That first looked like they had like a little hot shorts on and a t-shirt. They very well probably did
no,
actually.
I'm going down. He's saying it's first to 500, so maybe I'm having this wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it end at 420 before.
Then where did you get the number
Yeah,
from?
no, I think she's got something else on her mind. It is getting
Yeah.
late on you guys are in Eastern time zone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Tomorrow's gonna be a long day.
Yeah. I had my rat problem today, which I can tell all your viewers about my rat problem.
A rat problem at work?
Oh,
No, at home. At
Oh.
home.
That's
Do
interesting.
you want to hear the story?
Sure.
It's completely not related to AO or anything.
Let's
It's
hear it.
totally
It's a human factor involved.
Yeah, so I have a house with a semi-finished basement,
Okay.
and there's my laundry room's kind of in the back of the basement.
Uh-huh.
You do laundry like once a week or every other week or something, and
You obviously don't have kids, but okay.
no, I'm alone.
Yeah.
And,
I have kids.
It's-
It's more than once a week. But okay.
Yeah,
Continue.
every Sunday I go down and do laundry, and at first it smelled like there was like a little bit of mold, in the room. So
Okay.
it's a little musty, but it's an unfinished basement, so I was kind of looking around for some mold.
Mm-hmm.
And it was getting progressively worse every week. And then I went into the basement this Sunday to do laundry, and there was this overpowering smell, like I couldn't describe it. And I couldn't even stand being in that room. And as I was looking around, next to the washing machine, there's like a toilet, because there's like a shower, toilet, washing machine thing in the basement.
Okay.
And it looked like there was a big hairball in the toilet. And I peered a little closer, and it was this giant rat that had tried to crawl up from the sewers, and he died drowned in my toilet, and he was the smell. So it's like a couple-week-old dead rat, like bloated, stuck in my toilet.
Interesting.
And I can't go into that room because I don't know if you smelled like a dead animal, but it's really horrible. So I had this plan, which I kind of went through my options, right? So you're like, all right, you pull a dead rat out of the toilet, like that's been sitting there in the water, like it'll probably like tear in half, and then it'll be even worse. So I decided I'm gonna try and dissolve it with chemicals.
Oh.
So I took some Drano, like the bottle, and I duct taped it to the end of like a very, very long stick, and I created this pouring mechanism, so I didn't have to get anywhere near it. So it's been about 24 hours since I've doused the dead toilet rat in Drano, and I have another bottle. I'm gonna go back and see how it looks.
I don't think you're going to have a rat anymore there probably at this point.
No, so like what I'm kind of expecting is this like this jello, this hairy jello, kind of in my toilet. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see how that goes, actually.
They said you need to watch Breaking Bad to learn how to dispose of dead body parts appropriately.
So we'll see what's left.
And I don't know if you know what Breaking Bad is, but it's the guy from Malcolm in the Middle, the dad. He's like a meth dealer. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
On AMC. I've never seen it either, but that's someone in the chat room said that you need to watch Breaking Bad.
Yeah, so there's this one of my friends at work. He's on TSW now, but we used to work together. He was telling me, like, you know, with dead animals, like, one of the problems is that when you try and dispose of them is that they could explode from the gases kind of building up. So I was worried I would come home and there would be, like, you know, dead putrid rat guts, like, painting the walls and the ceiling.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna... I don't think you're gonna have quite that problem with a little bitty rat. That thing would have to be...
it's huge. It's like a small cat-sized. I mean, it got stuck trying to crawl out of my toilet and drowned. When I first saw it, I'm like, what the hell is that? But it's like one of those large mutant sewer rats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is super disgusting.
Do you call him Splinter?
No, I think right now I call him Jello.
Yeah.
So I think we started working as a team right now, where everyone's sort of on the same location.
We're gonna have to kill Newegg here. Yeah. He got me earlier. I don't know if he was able to heal himself or what, but I was doing significant damage, or I thought, but he was like half dead, and I don't know if he just has healing abilities. Cause like, look, I mean, I'm not doing a whole lot of damage, I guess, but.
Well, he's on. Let me see. What is he?
He's hacks, is what he is.
He's a soldier. Yeah, they're pretty powerful in PvP. He might have had someone healing him on the side as well. Oh no! Yeah, Omni won. Good job, Omni.
I just saw it past 420 on the live stream.
Oh, is that what it was? I missed. Yeah. I just saw them win. The little buggers. But, alright, so I think we've gone through pretty much everything you take a look at. So we've checked out the PvE aspects. We've checked out the quest that you can do. We looked at the new Shadowlands. We've done some PvP. We visited player cities. We showed off the mounts. We showed some of the skill systems. We showed how you can tweak your character. I mean,
we've gone through it all.
I think we've done quite a bit. Having said all that, and we've had churn on the viewers and stuff like that, is there any one thing that you'd like to leave them with before we call it an evening?
Yeah, absolutely. Which is that we're way better than that DDO game.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, I would like to just finish off with, like, we've seen a lot of what AO has to offer, and to be honest, there's a lot of more content here. So if you want to see more, you're welcome to just create a free account if you don't have one already. Just pop on and try it on.
All right. Well, I would definitely like to say, Dave and Fia, thank you for your time, and thank you for everybody that came to watch tonight's broadcast. This was real great. I appreciate it. I learned a lot. I'm sorry I didn't live up to Ruby's expectations. I will try better next time when we show you the new player experience.
The new player experience, yeah.
And if you like the show, if you like seeing old style games like this, make sure to follow the channel. I've got a Twitter. It's @Graculin. I know that Fia has just started using that Twitter. Would you like to tell the audience what your handle is?
Yes, I have racked up quite a lot of followers already. We have, I think, about 7 of them.
Yeah, you're 9 last I checked.
Oh, I'm 9 now.
Yeah,
awesome. That's been fast.
What is it? AO_?
It's AO_Lindeloo, which is my GM name. You're welcome to follow me. I'm putting little tidbits of development stuff that happens day to day there.
What is it? LINDILU?
LINDELU, correct. AO_Lindeloo.
Yeah, and that's her Twitter so you can see what she's thinking about. And yeah, so I hope to see you guys back again. And thanks for your time. And have a great night.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care, and thank you for having us on the show.
Yeah,
very
thank you,
welcome.
David, for being here and helping us with this as well.